Hello, Taurus. Elsie here to do your reading. It is a bonus read for you, Taurus. Thank you so much for clicking here. I appreciate you, my bull gang. I appreciate all the ways that you love me, and I'm here with a bonus read. Taurus, you know if you've been here before, if you are part of this bull gang, that I do read for the current energy or the future energy. Please keep in mind this is a general reading. It could happen anytime. It's not always expected to be around the corner for everybody. It could happen today, tomorrow, next year. Take it as it resonates for you. And let's find out what's going on here, Taurus. Just want to say thank you for all the ways you love on this channel. I've appreciated you this whole year and your loyal support. Thank you so much for doing that. Tell me about Taurus. What does Taurus need to know? It's the most important thing that this Taurus tribe needs to know. What's going on for the bull gang, please? My bull gang. Tell me about Taurus. We have the Emperor. Why is the Emperor here? Ooh, we have the Empress. Very interesting. Why are the two of these here? Why are the Emperor and the Empress both here? Ooh, because there's some talking that needs to go down. Taurus, I don't know if that could be any clearer. I think I'm just going to leave it there. Look, the King of Swords is here, right? Truth, honesty. Yep, we're putting things in their place. We're going to be very factual with the information that we give each other. It's time for somebody to be honest and truthful with the other person. The Emperor and the Empress are here together. I'm just saying they're not looking at each other. They're not facing each other. It feels like there's two people who maybe haven't been in communication with each other. It does feel like there is a vibrational pull. I want to say that whether you're the masculine or the feminine leaning, right? Because the Emperor is masculine leaning and the Emperor is masculine leaning energy, but also has feminine. And this is the feminine leaning energy, but also has masculine energy. I feel, Taurus, that yours is probably the Empress energy, whether you are feminine or masculine. It could be the Emperor. Take it as it resonates for you. But the King of Swords is telling me here that I feel like you are calling in the Emperor because there's something to say. Look at that. There's some big energy here, y'all. Something's about to go down. Yup, something's really about to go down. Somebody is about to come back round here. You're going to get a second chance at something. It feels like somebody is going to get a second chance to finally look the Empress or the Emperor in the eye and say what they always wanted to say very clearly, very honestly. I really do feel that whatever is going to be said is going to change everything. That there's butterflies on this throne that the king sits upon. And the King of Swords, when they say something, it changes everything. This is the person who has the last word. This is the judge, the magistrate, the person who will bring the final verdict, right? Tell me more. We've got the Eight of Wands. I feel like there's incoming energy. It does feel like the Empress has been calling in the Emperor. I don't know if I've ever seen it this close or this clear before, Taurus. It's not very often that these two end up coming out one after the other. Look, we've got the Wheel of Fortune. Oh my goodness. Taurus, what have you done here? It feels like somebody's manifestations are very on point. The Emperor is about to communicate and everything is about to change. Now we know that because the King of Swords is here, but look, the universe agrees with you. It's time for change. It's time for something to change here. What? Look at that. Y'all, let me just take a breath for a moment here. What is going on? Whew. Somebody is about to be very honest about how they feel. Whether that's you or them, you'll make that decision. I won't. Somebody is decided it's time to just say it. Look, the King of Swords is somebody who is not going to sugarcoat anything. Whether it's you saying it, whether it's them saying it, maybe you're calling them in as the Empress, but the Emperor is following suit. The Emperor is listening. The Emperor is listening to the universe. It's time for things to move. This is movement. It's time for things to move quickly. It's incoming. It's incoming from the Emperor here. So it does feel like with the Wheel of Fortune here that something is about to expand. It's about to expand. We're about to learn something that we didn't learn before this. And truth is here. It's sitting right on top of, we can see, We can see Aquarius sitting right on top of the wheel, right? Holding the sword. This is Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, also Sagittarius because of the Jupiter influence. And it feels like something is about to finally move forward that has been stuck for a very long time. And I feel like it's because somebody is calling in the Emperor here. Tell me more. Someone's making a choice to speak. With the Three of Pentacles, somebody wants to build here. I feel like somebody's been watching you work, Taurus. So whether this is somebody, this could be somebody who's in your workplace already. Maybe you work somewhere. This could be your boss who's watching you work. You could be somebody who is, you know, there's those corporations that are structured in teams, right? This could be your boss and you do the same job that they do. Maybe you work in tandem with them. Maybe you both do the same thing. You're both at the same level of vibration here. But it feels like somebody's been watching you work. Now, it doesn't have to mean it's in the workplace. For some of you, maybe you have a platform somewhere. Maybe they're watching you. Maybe your Facebook isn't locked down. And if you use Facebook, maybe they're watching you there or watching you on Instagram. Maybe they're watching you on YouTube. Maybe you have a platform somewhere where they can easily access you. We have the King of Cups. We have the Three of Wands. And the Ace of Pentacles. Whew, I have some anxiety in my chest like you wouldn't believe. Somebody in the comments the other day said, well, this reading is about you, but I'm going to be honest with you. Most of the readings that I do really don't resonate with me at all because I'm reading it from an external energy. I'm not reading it from my own. So I feel like I'm having a little bit of anxiety in my chest here for you. Maybe it's excitement. They do feel the same, right? How do we know the difference? Maybe something's chasing you and that's why you would be full of anxiety. But if it's not, it's probably excitement. So I feel like somebody's been feeling it. It's a vibration. It's this vibrational energy here with the King of Cups and the Empress and the Emperor both in this vibrational energy. This is a psychic vibrational energy that is pulling you, you are pulling, if you are the Empress, you're pulling in the Emperor. I feel like this psychic vibration, something here is about to change. You've been waiting for probably a year to hear from someone. It could even be 4 years for some of you, but it feels like the Emperor is coming in because they've been watching you. It feels like somebody wants to say something about whatever it is you do for a living. So it could be in the workplace. It doesn't have to be. It could be outside of that. Maybe they're not even going to mention what you do for a living, but I feel like somebody has been viewing you from a distance. They've been reviewing you remotely from somewhere. The Ace of Pentacles tells me that something is about to begin. A door is swinging open here. Something that you felt was a really big obstacle, something that you felt like was never going to happen. Somebody's making a final ruling about opening a door or some sort of blessing that's showing up for you. I feel like you've been waiting for this blessing for a while. It feels like you've been wanting to start on some sort of new path here, Taurus, but I feel like you've been waiting, like maybe I shouldn't move from here. I feel like you're ready to leave it all behind. And I think that maybe you have disconnected from the Emperor. And, you know, we're looking at the back of this person. I feel like you've turned your back to the Emperor, and that's probably why this is showing up here at this time. The Queen of Swords. So I feel like we've got the King and the Queen of Swords here. King showing up, the Emperor showing up as the King of Swords, but is about to be met with the Queen of Swords. Someone who has liberated themselves from the feelings of being connected to the Emperor. I really do feel, Taurus, that you've already left this behind. You've already disconnected, left it behind, and you don't really need this person anymore because you're in this Empress energy. The Empress doesn't need an Emperor. It would be nice. It's a nice to have. It's not a need to have. We do have the King of Wands. We do have the Knight of Cups. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. This Emperor is coming in to bring stability. I need to get stability in this situation. I feel like the person who's taking action, who I think is the Emperor, we've got two kings here, the Emperor is there. I feel like the person who is taking action is about to be face to face with the Queen of Swords, who is part of the Empress energy. There's about to be a communication, but I feel things have changed up, Taurus. I feel you've changed up. You're going to be like, come on in. Come on in, sit down if you'd like to, but just know that I'm going to be as honest with you as you are with me. There's going to be no holds barred here. It's going to be a gum fight. G-U-M, M like mother. Like it feels like it's going to be a sword fight, right? It feels like, and I don't feel like you're going to fight, understand? I feel like it's going to be the Emperor and the Empress who are of the same vibration, but they are also highly intelligent, thinking the same way. They can communicate very honestly, truthfully, head over heart. I'm not getting my emotions involved, but I feel like the King of Cups is what keeps you two connected vibrationally here. I feel like what this King is not telling you, the Emperor, is the Knight of Cups is here. I feel like this person has been moving really slowly, but I do feel that there are feelings here. We do have the Four of Swords. We have the Three of Cups. Yes, this is a reunion, friends, is what it is. It's a happy reunion. So for those of you who think that this is a terrible, awful person, this is not you. I'm talking about someone who's been waiting on the Emperor, who's been manifesting the Emperor, who wants to talk to the Emperor. It's somebody who you want to reunite with. I feel like you've been in your comfort zone, like doing your own thing, work, eat, sleep, whatever it is. It feels like you're building your own empire, I want to say. The King of Pentacles is here, and I feel like things are in a place now where they are stable on both sides. The Emperor is stable, the Empress is stable. We don't need each other. Everything is the way it is stabilizing here. It's like these two people are probably entrepreneurs. It could be a workplace thing, but they could be two entrepreneurs that have gone on their own paths and done their own thing. It does feel like somebody wants to settle something with you, because the King of Pentacles is the one who wants to settle down. And so it doesn't have to mean that they're coming in to ask you to settle down with them. It could mean that they want to settle something, that they just want to heal a situation. This doesn't have to mean that you two are getting back together. This could mean that they want to come in and settle something. It does feel like the Emperor feels this connection and they know they can't let go of it. There's no way they can let go of it when it's vibrational, because when you both vibrate at the same, right? The King of Cups being here tells me that we're not talking about it. It's under the surface, but it is a psychic connection that I know I can't get rid of. So I feel like the Emperor can no longer ignore the fact that you're calling them in by thinking about them, whether it's good or bad. You're thinking about them and calling them in. And I feel like there's going to be a bit of a face-off here. It feels like somebody's feeling motivated to show up because I want to settle things. We're going to have this reunion. But you know what? I feel like this person feels like they're impervious to you. That, you know what? We're going to talk about it. We're going to keep our feelings out of it. We're not going to talk about it. But when this Emperor shows up and takes a look at the Empress, I feel like this Knight of Cups is still here. And I feel like that's what they're going to realize. That's what the big breakthrough is here. They're going to realize that the feelings are still there. We're still connected. I still have feelings. And the feelings are here. And I feel like this is going to be a really happy reunion. And I feel like it's going to move in a way where something new is going to begin here. Now it's Pentacle energy. Maybe these two people are entrepreneurs, and maybe the Emperor is going to show up and ask the Empress, can you work with me? Can we collaborate in some way? Can you, if you have a platform on YouTube, can you mention my business? Or, you know what I mean? It feels like a collaboration that's happening in the 3D. With the Sun here, it feels like it's a breakthrough. This is something that you've been wanting for a while. It's a breakthrough, and you're glad that this person is showing up. And I feel like it's because both people have grown, because with the Sun, it's happiness, but it's also growth, right? It's also growing specifically. I think that it's showing up next to the Ace of Pentacles. So financially, spiritually, personally, your business feels like that. Tell me what the Ace of Pentacles is all about. Look at this. All the court cards are showing up here. All of the court cards. There's more passion here than you two are willing to admit. There's more love here than people are willing to admit. We just need to talk some things out here. We've got the Ace of Swords. We definitely need to talk some things out here. I feel like this person's, the first thing they say to you is, wow, you look great. Whether you're the feminine or the masculine, I'm not taking either side here. We do have the Five of Cups. Somebody wants to work this out. They have to talk about the regret and the sadness that has been created with us being apart from each other. Why have the Emperor and Empress been apart? Yeah, because we took our own roads is what we did. We still have this nostalgic energy between us, but it feels like we each had our own new beginning. Could be a new beginning in a relationship. Maybe the Emperor's married, maybe you're married, maybe you're in a relationship, maybe they are. But it feels like with the Nine of Pentacles, the Emperor might be single, honestly. For some of you, it could be. We do have the Nine of Pentacles here, but the Emperor is coming in very confident because we do have the King of Pentacles, we have the Nine of Pentacles. I feel like this Emperor is coming in to probably say, hey, you did a great job. You grew it from nothing. You did it by yourself. I feel like it's almost two people who have been doing the same thing. It feels like you two have both been growing on your own separately, confidently, growing something from nothing. Money is flowing. You two are on the same vibration. You two each are business owners, or if you're in a corporation, they're a vice president of one place. You're a vice president of the other place. Like maybe there's two different separate energies in this corporation, and you two are coming together now to have to collaborate on something. Feels like it could be that for sure. But I feel like what we're talking about here is this regret. Somebody has great regret about whatever has... It feels like somebody here now sees that you are the Queen of Wands, that you are somebody who's resilient. You're somebody that no matter what came to kill you, it's going to make you stronger. And you are somebody who has decided to move forward here. And you moved forward without them. You didn't need their help. You built it on your own. We do have the Four of Cups. We have the Two of Wands and the Queen of Cups. I feel like the Emperor feels that you're just going to reject them when they do show up. And they're going to try and be, they're going to try and take it in a compassionate way. They know that you are a compassionate, kind person because you are the Queen of Cups here, but it feels like the decision that they're making is, I'm going to do it anyway. Even if this person rejects me, I'm going to do it anyway. Tell me what the outcome is here, please. Look, there really isn't a whole lot to say here. It's pretty darn straightforward. It's pretty straightforward as to what's going on here. The outcome here is the World card. It does feel like two people who are maybe not talking to each other. We have very different ideas of the way things should go. We need to bring this back into balance. We need to close the old chapter, open the new chapter. We need to close the chapter of the Five of Swords, which means we've got to stop arguing about things. We have to try and collaborate on things. It feels like that you probably know that this person is showing up here and showing up wanting some sort of reconnection because of some sort of new perspective that they have. It's time for you two to drop the burdens. I just could read the bottom of the deck forever. It's time. It's a realization. I can't carry on and move forward in my life if I don't drop this burden. It feels like that two people are coming together to reconnect here because it is a psychic connection. It's a deep connection, and there are things that have been unsaid. Very much things that have been unsaid. I feel like you're about to get some sort of restoration. We're about to restore whatever has gone on here. Yeah, things are about to be brought back to center. This is an accomplishment. We are closing a chapter, literally bringing something to its close. And this could happen for you. I think I said this to you by the end of the year. It feels like, the end of the chapter is coming. It could be by the end of the year, but it feels like the end of some sort of hard chapter between the Emperor and the Empress is coming is coming to an end. We have a lot of nostalgia here, and I feel like there's still some affection underneath the surface. It might be a surprise. I'm telling you, somebody's going to be surprised. An Empress is going to be surprised because the Empress doesn't chase. The Emperor would be coming in to see the Empress. So if you're the masculine, I feel like you're the one who's going to be approaching the Empress, and the Empress is going to be shocked. You're going to shock the socks off the Empress. I'm going to leave that right here. Thank you so much for being here and watching. I do appreciate you. I'm going to go for now, but I'll be back because I'm always back. Love you guys. Bye-bye.